Hi everyone, I'm GREYMOND. Today we're going to be answering questions about OCD recovery. These are the questions that you asked below my videos. And we're doing something new on the channel. We're always doing something new on the channel. But what I'm doing is I'm trying to do daily videos. What we're going to do is we're going to split up the Q&A into 3 parts. The reason being because people are saying it's too long and it's hard to watch. So anyways, the first question is, can OCD cause emotional numbness or lack of empathy? And I would think not really. It sounds to me like you're asking me for reassurance. I don't see that. You are the person that you are. Try not to solve OCD thoughts, because the more you solve them, the worse these thoughts are going to get. So you just have to let it go, leave it unsolved, and push through. You will see that as you keep going, it stops to matter. You can't power it up, because that just brings the problem further. Next question is, how do I tackle not closing my eyes when I see something that's inappropriate? Example, I'll walk into a room and see something and immediately close my eyes and turn away. I know I'm not supposed to be doing this and just be normal, but I'm feeling like I'm attracted to this and I want to see, so I avoid more. And if I look when I feel this way, I feel horrible. Any help? You have to step over the fear, because the more, I'm not sure exactly what you are talking about, but if it's something that's normal, everyday situation, you can't do things differently than other people will do them, because the more you react differently, the more you show your mind that you're scared, the more these thoughts are going to come in. So even though right now it doesn't feel comfortable, you have to go with the crowd. Whatever everybody else does, this is what you have to do, even though right now you might not feel comfortable doing that, because what you're doing is a compulsion. Next question is, why is that OCD always says the person is bad or doing something wrong or the situation is scary? Does it ever focus on good things? Actually, can a person have good OCD thoughts? No, you can't have good OCD thoughts. The mechanism that actually creates OCD, causes OCD, it tries to protect you from danger. So if you react to something as if it's dangerous, even if it doesn't make sense, as long as you're reacting to it as dangerous, it's going to continue to send it to you. If you're not reacting to it, if you're just kind of whatever to it, then it won't send you these thoughts. So it's no. Next question is, I was doing quite well with my false memory and got to a stage where I was thinking that's hugely unlikely. However, this weekend I had a huge relapse. The weekends are almost my worst. For a lot of people, I find the weekends are the worst, as I don't do much on the weekends, so spend more time alone. How can I prevent this from happening? Try to keep busy, but just be careful that when you're keeping busy, don't do it from a position of fear, like I'm so scared I need to do something. More so, try to do it from a position of, it's fine, I don't have to do anything, I'm not going to react, I can focus my energy on something productive, and then choosing to focus on what you want to do. Another thing, when I have attacked my OCD memory from a position of power, after 2 weeks of being strong, I've met with an OCD thought of, how do you know that you're not training your brain to be in a position of denial and have convinced yourself of what you want to hear? How can I overcome that thought, as that more often than not halts any progress that I may make? You know that this thought is just another offshoot of your usual OCD thought. So you have to just treat it like an OCD thought and leave it unsolved. Don't answer it just like, okay, yeah, I get this thought of what if, and I'm not dealing with this. Next question is, I noticed there isn't much videos on self-harm, suicide OCD. Does it usually take longer for pure type of OCD to recover from? Definitely doing better than a few months ago with everything you've been teaching us. Thank you. I'm happy to help. Yeah, keep pushing. Yeah, I like this hashtag, keep pushing. It's so true. Self-harm, suicide OCD, it's classic OCD, just like any other type. Try as much as possible not run away from situations that scare you. I find that with this type of OCD, there's a lot of avoidance, like avoiding sharp objects, things like that. So if you actually sit with a sharp object, and even though you feel anxiety, you're continuing to sit there, and then you will see that the anxiety over time will start to lift, and these exposures will be easier to do. But as you're doing exposure, you have to be focused on, okay, I'm feeling fear, but I'm not reacting to that feeling of fear. I'm not taking that feeling of fear seriously. Yes, I do feel it, but I'm not reacting. So it's just, you have to expose yourself in order to get past this. Don't run away from it. Don't try to run away from the thoughts. Don't avoid like movies or news or things that have to do with harm. Try to live as you would if you didn't have this OCD as much as possible, and show your brain that everything is fine. Next question is, I know you said when you first start recovery, your anxiety will be worse, but it just seems to get depressed. So do I just power through, or am I doing something wrong? You have to power through either way, but try not to buy into those feelings of depression, because I find that as the person is recovering, a lot of the times they'll get focused on how they feel, and that's not good. And I see that quite a bit, especially as people get further in recovery. So you should just be mindful of that, and don't start obsessing over feelings the same way you're refusing to obsess over your actual OCD theme, because if you start to obsess about how you feel, that can become a new OCD theme. Next question is, I would like to know what I need to do if I'm going to bed and try to sleep, and I really want to sleep, but then the anxiety comes so big and I can't. There's no thoughts, just panic. Like if I'm trying to sleep and some positive thoughts coming in, I switch to become panic. So with that, what you want to do is you want to do meditation. The more meditation you do, the better you're going to feel. Try to find any meditation on YouTube that you like, that's a guided meditation, like you relax your arms, you relax the legs, and, those kinds of things. Because you need to give your brain some room to breathe, right? To exhale a little bit, right? Because it's so amped up from the day, it has trouble kind of letting go. So try to do I would say try to do meditation. Any calming activity before bed would help. That's the questions I have for this video. If I haven't answered your question in this video, I will answer in the next one. I'll see you tomorrow.